Volkan, obviously not the result you expected tonight. How much did you learn from your first title fight after being in the UFC for less than a year?
Definitely, I learned a lot. This fight came really fast. I was really happy about it. It's only been a year I'm in the UFC, and I really wanted, to prove everybody, that I was able to. But Cormier was the better man tonight. Definitely, he's a great champ. I'm also happy that he was able to prove to himself and to everybody, that he deserves his legacy. And I was just hoping I will be the man who can, take it from him. But definitely, he's a great fighter. He capitalized on his wrestling, and I wasn't able to stand. So I learned a lot. Definitely, my game improved a lot. I felt strong in some different position. But definitely now I know also what I can do to improve, and I will improve back on Tuesday in the gym.
You and Daniel obviously had a lot to say to each other leading up to the fight. Things got a little heated at times. Did he say anything to you privately after the fight? Did you guys talk at all, either in the cage or after the fight ended?
Yeah, he just stopped. He just stopped to talk to me a little bit, and we exchanged some words. He's a really cool guy, and definitely it's a lot of hyped, definitely before the fight. Just talks, it was fun, definitely. I enjoyed all the process, I enjoyed I just love the fight game, at the end of the day. It's something you really start to really, you feel a lot of love for this sport and all the different aspects. So there is the outside of the cage, the inside of the cage. All of that is it's a blessing, because all the fight week was amazing. I got all my friends coming here. I got all my team. It was a good moment of I shared a lot of moments with a lot of people. So definitely it was some good time.
Volkan, 4 fights in a little less than a year in the UFC. I mean, that's a pretty quick pace for anybody. Do you feel like you take a break now, especially after a title fight, or do you want to just get back in there really quickly?
I'll get back to training really quick. So Monday I leave from Boston. I just get one day to visit the city a little bit. I didn't have time too much to do it, so I'll do it. I'll put some sunglasses and enjoy the city. But Tuesday I'll be back to training. I just start working on some positioning, like how to beat the shoulder from the single leg, how to stand back up and stuff like that just after in the locker room. So Tuesday is going to be the same, but I'm going to go live and I'm going to work that even harder.
When I talked to DC earlier this week, I mentioned to him that your youth might be a big thing for the light heavyweight division, and even though he didn't plan on surrendering his belt to you tonight, he said that he thinks that you're one of the guys that's the future of this division. I wonder if you could maybe talk about the champ, giving you that level of an accolade even before the fight.
I will be champion, that's for sure. I will be champion. It's just a matter of time. Definitely tonight wasn't my night. Cormier is definitely one of the best light heavyweights that ever existed. He's ranked in the pound-for-pound division, so it's already a great honor for me to fight this guy is so early in my career. But my career, I have so many more years in front of me, and I really gonna make the best out of it.
Hey Volkan. On paper, I believe a lot of people would say that you have the better striking. He caught you with that looping left hook that kind of sent you squinting. Did his striking surprise you, considering that there's a huge height and reach difference?
No, definitely not, because that's his style. I don't think he has a bad striking at all. He has this dirty boxing style, and it's just sweet. His style, it's sweet. His body type, he just box really good for his style of fighting. And definitely he's not gonna be the glory champion, facing kickboxer in a kickboxing ring. But in MMA, he's able to stand with anybody. He was a case in all his fights. He take people down, and at the end of the day, he's just go forward and punch them, and kick them. So I know he has a good boxing, but of course this is to capitalize on his wrestling. So I know he's also dangerous in a stand-up.
is the #1 assignment when you get back to Florida is to just throw in the wrestling shoes and just wrestle for weeks and weeks and weeks?
It's going to definitely be a big part of my game, but I'm not going to forget my striking, my jiu-jitsu, and everything. I think MMA is such a big sport. There is so many styles you have to learn, but you have to focus on where you're heading, and I think don't over or underestimate one other department.
Thank you.
Hey, Volkan. Was there any point in the first round, it seemed like you landed a couple of shots, was there any point where you thought you had him?
Yeah, definitely. I thought if I will continue the same pace and the same style I was going, it's the knockout will come definitely. So you know, I liked my first minutes in the octagon. I felt really good. I've wanted to throw some kicks also, but then I figured out, you know, it wasn't really in the game plan, so let's not do it. So yeah, you know, I felt good. You know, I haven't watched the fight yet, so I cannot really tell you how he was for real. But I definitely think I thought I was able to knock him out.
And just curious, how close was that rear naked choke at the end of the first?
I heard the clap, the 10-second left. So there is this movement. I've been training a lot with my coach, and I was like, fuck it, you know, let's do it, because I was worst case, you know, it's the run is over. So, and I knew it. If I will land that movement on him, I will just use it later in the round. Anyway, the round will stop, and I'm not gonna get in trouble. So basically, I did it. Didn't work. He's a better wrestler than me, definitely. So he got the choke, and I just let it go because I knew that the round was about to stop.
Volkan, you had some success in the very beginning of the fight, fending off his takedowns. He was trying to shoot under your punches immediately. You stopped, what, 4 or 5 of them. What changed between what allowed you to stop those takedowns in the beginning of the fight and then him having more success further into the round?
I think I surprised also because I surprised myself because I know I have a good position in a close range like that. So I felt good. I felt really good. Upper body work, you know, like Greco and stuff. I worked a lot on that. So definitely it was a good momentum for me. But then I got caught on the floor once and maybe a second time, and then I got stuck. So you know, I don't really know. But I surprised myself. I thought I realized that I really progressed in my wrestling. I took definitely a lot of commitment into my wrestling training and improving on my defense and my offense and everything. So I'm also happy with what I did during that fight.
And when he got the cross sides, the mount at the end, and tied up your arms, we see so many fighters really get stuck in that position, and the punches are short, but there's nowhere to go. Can you talk about what it's like to be in that predicament where you can't find a way out, and these short punches are just kind of ticking away the fight?
I mean, it's fighting, so you know, you gotta go, or you're gonna get, you know, knocked out. So basically, you just have to move. You have to, you know, get away from that position, you know. But then I got stuck, and I was able to keep going, you know. Definitely, you know, I mark really easily on my face. I get red super easily, but wasn't really rocked. But definitely, I will take a lot of damage, so the referee stopped the fight.